Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So sorry I can't be with you guys live for this video, but the cool thing is we can still talk about the great things coming out. So someone sent me some pictures of some of the new figures coming out and they look just awesomely amazing. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these and then we'll see. And so first of all, we got up Zodak, and these are the new Revelation figures and it looks pretty cool. I mean, look at that Zodak. He's got shoulder pads, he has a gun holster, he's got his gun, he's got his staff, and the staff breaks apart and goes up on his back. You can see the extra tab right there that hooks up. His gun goes in the holster on the side. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not, or if I do get it, I may end up merging it with one of my Zodaks for Classics, because you guys know Classics was what I'm all about. You can see there's wielding the two staffs. Kind of cool looking. And you can both be with or without the shoulder pads. So you can see the shoulder pads hook on separately. So there you go. All right. Another really cool figure from Revelations coming out is the new Beast Man. Now, we've talked about it a little bit already before, but look at these new parts he has. Oh, zoom up. Come on. Zoom. There we go. He's got some leg brace parts to match the 2000X stuff. And he has a helmet now that looks like a bear helmet. He has the big old bat that looks like it has nails in it. And it's a pretty cool looking Beast Man. I mean, it is more orange than our other brown one he had. So I'm kind of liking this color better for the base color. But as far as accessories go, that's some pretty cool accessories. So I may end up taking a lot of these accessories from this new one and sticking it on this Beast Man here. I may swap the head out and I may have to change his back. I don't know if the back's going to work with that armor. But I was thinking it'd be cool to use this armor here, because that's most like the Classics original armor. And I like that. Then, of course, the shoulder pads and the leg pads. And these are for the wrists too. So there's some cool stuff they have on there. And so I may end up using some of that. Now, what I don't see is the little ankle pieces that go on the bottom you saw at the 2000X Beast Man. So we'll have to see if I can make those or they're coming out with them or what. But you can see once he's fully dressed, I mean, he does look pretty cool. I mean, you can see he's got the double straps to hold on the knee pads and the parts, and there's his armbands and his wristbands and the armor on top, which I don't think will work with that bump on his back, so I'm not sure, how that will quite work. So I'm kind of excited about that Beast Man, which is in order and make it a lot easier. There he is right there from the front. You can see him in the big old furry. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the big old furry top like that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it looks in real life or in person. And we'll see. Oh, there's my timer. That timer was set for one purpose, and that is my auctions are live. And I have decided to get rid of a bunch of my Revelation figures. So I'm selling Spikor, and I'm selling Castle Grayskull powered Skeletor and Stinkor. So the sales are live right now. They just turned live right at this minute. Feel free to click the link in the description to go to them and check them out. Yeah, Fisto 2. And He-Man with no arm cuffs. So beware, he does not have arm cuffs on him, because I used the arm cuffs to make, like, this He-Man figure. It has two regular arm cuffs. And I've used extra arm cuffs to make my cool custom He-Man that has the two orange arms cuffs on the orange belt. So I have a lot of He-Man figures missing their cuffs. Actually, only two. I guess they already had one to begin with. I had to steal one from each one. So there you go. And, also I have Scareglow. He'll be up for sale too. And Faker. So there you go. Now, these may not include all the parts, so make sure you check out the auction, the pictures. I'm also selling an Orko as well with his stand that he came with. Yeah, see, I'm keeping one Orko, and I made my own little custom stand for him. I kind of like my custom stand better. I was going to make him the same height, but he's always looking up, so I figured I'll make him a little bit shorter than the figures. It makes more sense. A little taller, though, than this one was. And so there you go. Those are the figures that I'm selling. I got 8 of them on there. So check those out. Anyway, let's get back to our content. All right. So there we go. And then, of course, here's Montana in his box, which is kind of crazy when they stuffed in all 4 of his legs in there in that box. I'm guessing this is probably thicker than the ones we've seen in the past, but that's going to be a cool figure. And then, of course, the 2000X Skeletor, and he's got the sharp teeth on his face. And then you can see him there too, sharp teeth. And then they're going to have Roton. Now, Roton looks kind of cool like this, but they made a top for it, and the top just looks ridiculous because it goes up so high in this particular toy to make it work that it almost looks kind of a little bit. Let me see if I got another picture of Roton or not. There we go. It just kind of looks, it's just too tall. It just looks crazy. Of course, you guys know that I like the Classics Roton. It's nice and big and bulky and awesome. But there we go. And you notice this only has the 2 holes on it. So basically it's only going to have one place to put the guns, as opposed to the Classics we saw there was 4 holes, 2 on each side. So no decisions there. And of course there's Skeletor, and they're calling it the 40th anniversary of He-Man. So we're going to get some 40th. Oh, they got a different faceplate. Look at that. They decided to include both faceplates. So you can choose the faceplate you like. I actually like the faceplate it has on right there, right now. That's the one that I know and love, so that's the one. There's Beastman on a different pack out. Well, same box, but I mean you can dress him up differently by using all the stuff he had from the 80s. Like I said, I'm going to mix it, probably use the 80s armor, and then the extra leg spikes in the bottom. I'm not a fan of this hanging down in front. It just looks kind of weird. I do like the one from this one better, actually, but just not a fan of the belt. So I may be doing some customization between the two to get exactly what I want. So we'll see. Oh, there he is with his bat and his hat. The bat and the hat. All right. Then we saw, there's the Skeletor again. Skeletor. Then we saw the new pictures for the 40th anniversary He-Man. Still not a fan of the blackening they have. It looks almost like a comic type look to it. This is so dark in those areas, almost like it's drawn on him instead of being a wash. Just not a fan of that wash. It just kind of takes away. It looks like he's wearing one of those fake t-shirts that has muscles on it, as opposed to actually having his own muscles, like they were drawn on him. So I might find a way to clean off that wash. The weird part is the head doesn't have the wash, which I'm glad, because that is a really cool looking head. And so I'm happy to get that. I really like his shield, because it has like this edge on it, which looks pretty cool. So he's going to be 7 inches tall. There we go. There's a good shot of the shield. So you can see with that edge right there how it goes around as opposed to being flat. That's pretty cool. All right. So, oh, they gave him a sword holder. Hooray. Now what I really like about him too is his wrist cuff on this side looks like the old 80s figure. And that's pretty cool too. I actually think that's a great touch. I was afraid they're going to give us the same one we got that I don't like. Oh, I think I got one in the box here. Digging in the box. The goodies. Oh, there it is. Bum-ba-da. I'm just not a fan of that. It's funny, it looks almost like that but cut off, but it's not, because you can see it has 3 bumps on it, and this one has 3 bumps total as well, but kind of spread out. But at first look, it was cut off here and cut off there, but I don't think it's a whole new design. All right, pretty cool. Let's see, did we cover everybody? I think I've covered everybody. The new Beastman, the new Zodak. Yep, I think that is about it. All right, well, check out my auctions, link in the description. These are the ones I'm keeping still that I did not put on auction. These are the ones I thought, these would be kind of cool to keep. So I'm keeping my custom Tila, which she has the new head, as you guys have seen. I'm keeping Man at Arms. Man at Arms. I actually canceled my Big Bad Toy Store for Merman, because I decided I just did not like the way that Merman looked. I'm of course going to keep Skeletor because he was the first one from this series, so you got to keep him just because. And this guy's just too cool not to keep. Now, I'm not a fan of his tongue. His tongue looks kind of weird sticking out there. I don't quite get what's going on with that idea, but whatever. Once you close that, you can't even see his tongue. Oh, I am Underbite. Oh, wait. I am Trapjaw. All right. And then, of course, this guy's just too cool to not keep as well. But I hope they release some more on different merman in the future that I will end up keeping. And then, of course, the evil Lynn. You got to keep her. And just in case I need parts for customization, I kept this He-Man. I did have him on the block to sell him, and I thought, you know what? When I get the other He-Man, I might want to do some custom part swaps. So I kept him for that. And then, of course, I kept the original He-Man. And the only thing I swapped on him was his armband. But as you saw, I kept one of the armbands so I could swap him back out to the original configuration. All right, there we go. And, of course, Beastman for swapping parts in the future with the new Beastman. So those are the ones I kept. I didn't keep any other ones. Just those ones. So that is all that I have. I do have some cool new plastic trees, though. I got this tree here, and I got this plastic tree here, too. So I'm glad I got some more foliage to use in my display and dioramas. You know what? I think I got some other foliage, too, I can toss in that. There we go. I got this green vine thing, too. I'll just toss that in there, too. There we go. That looks even cooler yet. I think that's all the foliage I got. All right, like and subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Do check out my auctions. The link's in the description. And like I try to do always, I have the starting bid at $1 for each thing. So who knows? You might get away with some pretty inexpensive figures. Hooray! And I already got them packed and ready to mail. So once the auction's over, they'll go out really quick once you guys pay. Cool. All right, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next video. Oh, look, I got the sorcerers in the back, too. Ooh, hold on. Ugh. Lights off. Ooh, now you can see her. Ba-ba-bum. I always hate when you try to do a video sometimes. It just comes out so bright. We try to dim it down. Anyway, that's all I got. Goodbye.